I know that Christmas is already over, but we are going to do an ornament so that we can remember our first Christmas, pretty much like our first Christmas tree. This is the bark. What is this called, Jeffrey? Is this like the bark from the Christmas tree? You cut off the ends, so pretty much it doesn't have to be perfect. Jeffrey cut it for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write our first Christmas tree on here just to make it look all cute, and I thought I would make a video about it because even though Christmas is already over, some memories you do after, like this one, we would have to wait for the Christmas tree to be put down so that we could cut it, or whenever. Another way to do it is when you go pick out your Christmas tree and you go buy it, they cut the end part of it so that it can soak up the water properly. So they will cut off a piece of it then, and when you go there, you can just ask the person, hey, by the way, can I have the piece that you cut off of my tree so that I can make a memory of it, because it's something pretty cool, I think. So let me show you what I did. I pretty much just traced out the part of the tree on a paper, the tree work thing. I just pretty much put it on a piece of paper and traced it so that I could draw out the designs that I want, so that I would have an idea of what I want to put it in. Okay, so this is what I pretty much did. I just traced it like 4 times. I thought that would be enough, and I drew out different ways of how I would want to write it on there. So I came up with these, and the one that I really like the most, there's 2 different designs here, is Christmas with this open font, and I think I like that the best, and I'm going to put some glitter on it because I think that would make it more Christmassy.
Okay guys, so basically what I did is just wrote out the letters and then went over the letters with the second marker, and I drew them out with the font that I wanted to use. This doesn't have to be perfect. I never make anything perfect. I honestly think that art is like a working process. You'll work through time and decide what you need to do. For instance, I didn't put 2017 till after.
Okay, so for the next step, we're going to put some Mod Podge on it. This is what it looks like. It looks pretty legit. I would suggest that when you do this, you don't use a pen that you care a lot for, because I love this. It's a Papermate pencil, and you cannot really see because the camera's not focusing. But the tip here, let's try this. The tip of my marker, if you look at it, it is a little messed up because it had to hit the bark, and it's so chiseled that it kind of messed up a little bit. But for the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to cancel it all out with Mod Podge. Is that how you say that? Mod Podge?
For sure. I don't know, I've only heard you over say it.
Which is dishwasher safe gloss. It's for any type of situation, like, and I'm gonna use it on this wood because otherwise, if you were to leave it like that, it's gonna probably mess up. And we're gonna put this on before we put the glitter on, because we want to make sure that it's not going to peel off, and we want it to set in there before. Then that way we can put the glitter on there, and just be really careful. So the way that I'm going to put everything in there is I'm going to just stroke it all here. All in these areas. I'm gonna do these last because I don't want it to bleed all over the wood.
Hey guys, in this part, remember to dab the Mod Podge on there and do around the letters first, and then the letters. That way it doesn't bleed through to the wood, because then you're just gonna have a big mess of whatever color it is that you decide to do.
Okay, so after letting it dry for a little bit, it looks kind of shiny. It's kind of bled around, but that's going to be fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this glitter, and since we already Mod Podged all over it, the glitter isn't going to mess up any of the marker that we decided to use. So we're gonna put that all around it to make it all glittery and make it pretty. and let's make a video on that.
I'm so sorry that the video is in portrait mode. The camera switched and I had no clue that it was in landscape mode.
Okay, so this is after the glitter. You can see it. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but I'm happy with it. Now we're going to cover it with Mod Podge so that the glitter can set.
After your glitter is settled, just put Mod Podge all over it, and remember to be generous. You want to make sure to put enough of there on there. You want to make sure to preserve that wood so it doesn't rot.
Okay, and here is the finished product. I'm happy with it. It looks okay. Now I'm going to get Jeffrey to drill a hole in this little area right here, and then just put a ribbon through it, and then I'm going to put it in storage so we'll have a memory keepsake for next year of our first Christmas tree.
Thanks for taking the time to watch my video.